Welcome back to the dojo, y'all. Welcome back to the daily discussions. I'm your host, Professor Hawk Sensei, and today I want to talk about the phrase "couldn't be me." Couldn't be me, right? A lot of times when you hear somebody say this, they're like, "Oh damn, you let that happen to him? Couldn't be me." "Oh damn, she cheated on you with who? Couldn't be me." You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like when you look at a situation that somebody experienced or had to go through, and it was messed up. And hindsight is 2020, so you say what you would have done in an unexpected situation. Like, oh, if that was me, I would have. I don't want to hear that. Because you never really know what you're going to do until you actually get into a certain situation. So you can never say, oh, if that was me, I would have blah, 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 blah. Because it's almost as if when you do that, you're inviting someone to try you. Whether they have the power or not, you're inviting it. You're speaking it into existence. Not saying it'll ever happen, but it sure would be funny if what you said, oh, that can never be me, and then the situation happened and then it is you. I think that'd be real funny. So don't be on no, oh, it can never be me, because we got so many people. We got so many people who act as if, I can't say that they say it because I've never seen them. But we have so many people who act as if nothing bad could ever happen to them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you should live your life in anticipation of bad things happening to you. No, not at all. But you should know that there's always a possibility that something could go wrong. Something may not be up to par. The mission may not be able to be completed because of something that you have no control over. You know what I mean? You never really know. So, because you never really know, you can never really say, unless you've been through it and that was the case when it happened. An unexpected scenario takes place and you move the right way. You know what I mean? A lot of times when things happen really fast or before anybody could really figure out what's going on, people usually panic. People usually go into a panic. Oh. You know what I mean? You never know what you'll do in a life and death situation. Sometimes, like, there's a couple of videos I watched. The video, some tragic videos where people were gunned down, and I look at the comment section and people are like, well, if that was me, I would have banged that left. If that was me, I would have jumped. Excuse me. If that was me, I'd have did this, I'd have did that. They would never caught me lacking like that. And I just be like, man. Sometimes I be wanting to say something, but it ain't no point. Because I think most of the time people say that stuff just so they can seem cool or seem like, you know what I mean? They so thorough that, you know what I mean? They can't get caught back. That ain't how it go. I know that when you real young, when you first come into adulthood, man, you feel invincible, you feel unstoppable. I mean, can't nobody tell you nothing. You know what I mean? You just hit the rank of grown-ass man, and now you ready to swing your... We ain't gotta go graphic, but you know what I mean? There's also another phrase that could tie into this and say never say never. You know what I mean? Never say never. Because you never know what you will do. And like I said before, when you say, oh nah, that never happened to me, oh nah, that can't happen, oh I'm too good, I'm too skilled, I'm too smart. You know what I mean? like when you do that, it's like you're inviting a challenge. You want someone or something to try you so you can show everybody that you walk it like you talk it, that you walk that talk like you talk that talk, you talk that talk like you walk that talk. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of times we forget that sometimes that talking is what can get you in trouble. Doing a whole lot of talking. You know what I mean? A whole lot of that yabba dabba, yabbering the jabbers, yabbing. I mean, a lot of times I see that most people just want to have idle chatter. They don't want to talk about anything important or anything concrete. You know what I mean? So a lot of times people just paint themselves in a certain image, and the couldn't be me archetype is always somebody who's too cool for school. You know what I mean? Oh nah, that never happened to me. I've learned the hard way with that couldn't be me nonsense. Oh, I couldn't do that. I never do that. I never do that. No. Next thing you know, you find yourself in a situation where you gotta eat those words. Maybe it may not be that other people were there to witness it, but in your heart, you know, like damn, I said I'd never do this. Here I am. It kind of make you feel a little low. So listen to your sensei. You feel what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in that situation where your own tongue make you look like a dumbass. Your own tongue make you look like a fool. Your own tongue get you caught up because you said you would never get caught doing this, or you would never do that, or it couldn't be you. Don't be that guy. Be who you genuinely are. You don't need to give a dissertation about who you are to the world before you show people who you are. It's more or less people want to see who you are for themselves and then decide what they want about you, whether that's in 5 seconds or 5 days, 5 months, or 5 years. You know what I mean? You let other people decide, you know what I mean, how they want to take you, whether that's good or bad. It ain't up for you to decide. So you can't say, oh, nobody will ever hate me, nobody will ever dislike me, everybody love me. Okay. In that one instance, for somebody said everybody loved me, I would say couldn't be me. I would never think that everybody loves me. You know what I mean? I would never think that everybody loves me. But I know that there are some people who appreciate me. There are some people who care about me, and there are a few who do actually love me, and I appreciate all of those people, no matter where they are. I appreciate and care for and love all of the people. Alright? But going back into the subject matter of couldn't be me, right? Don't get so caught up in your ego. Don't get so caught up in who you think you are, because who you think you are is subject to change once you think something else. Once your perspective shift and change, you want to change with it. You want to be better or worse, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whichever way you want to go with it, you're going to make a decision and you're going to try to change when your mind changes. And you do it subconsciously. You don't even do it consciously. It's just something that just gradually happens. It's a metamorphosis. It's the evolution process that I talk about, but it's a mental evolution. It's not a physical one. It's just something that you do in your mind. Your thinking patterns change. You take your time more to process information. You analyze. You do a little research. Do a little digging. You know, because you're at a place where you remember the inquisitiveness of your childhood, right? How much you were filled with curiosity at that young age. And I kind of feel as though when you reach a certain level of spiritual enlightenment with the Most High, you become like a child again with that curiosity. I just want to know, even though there's a possibility I could never know, I'll never find out, it'll never be revealed to me, I still want to know. It's the inquisitive mind, the one who asks questions, the ones who want to know and do. I believe, are the ones that the Most High favors, because we're seeking His face, we're seeking His concert, we're seeking His advice and His guidance. Because we're not saying we got it all figured out. We don't know if it will be us or not. So we don't say it couldn't be me. We just say, God, I hope it's me. I hope I'm chosen. I hope you picked me for this. You know what I mean? Or when we wish it wasn't us, you know what I mean? Like, God, I can't believe that you picked me for this. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I can handle this. Why me? Why me? You know what I mean? So you never want to get into a habit of saying it couldn't be me, unless you know for absolute unfalsifiably it would never be you, unless you were forced. And probably even if you were forced, you probably say something like, over my dead body. Like, nah, that can't happen. Like, I would give an example, but I don't want to put myself in a trap. I don't want to say I would never do this or I would never do that, because this video is forever. Anybody can click on this video and pull it up. Oh yeah, he said he would never. Nah, I ain't say none of that. I just said be mindful of what you say. Don't be on no couldn't be me, because you never know what will be you, or what will become of you, or what the world will make of you. You never know. So today, I hope you learned something. I appreciate all the new interaction I've been getting on the channel, all the new subscribers. I want to say thank you. And, you know, once again, if you are new to the channel, I'm your host, Professor Hawk Sensei. Amen. Again, before I go, I want to remind you, don't say couldn't be me. Don't think couldn't be me. Instead, think, I'm glad I am. I'm glad I get the chance. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that, because I understand that gratitude goes hand in hand with humility. And when we're humble, we understand how the world works. And we know that there's no reason to say it couldn't be me, because we've been humbled so many times that we don't know what is or what isn't. We just allow life to teach us as the lessons come. And when we come into a situation or experience when the lesson can be applied, that's when you get the confirmation that yes, this is true. So finding the truth and finding understanding is not an overnight process. It takes time. Sometimes it takes a real long time. There are things that I thought about when I was in my teenage years, and now here in my 30s, I'm only now coming into understanding of what it all meant. So again, don't ever say couldn't be me, and don't be on no never say never, because you never know. Till next time, guys. Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei Visual. Hope you're waking up every day with a plan, a purpose, and a smile. And if you're not waking up with a plan, a purpose, and a smile, hey, at least you're waking up. Take care, y'all.